because there's a big argument going on in social media that we are really not African after all, that we are indigenous, and that we don't come from Africa, and that the transatlantic slave trade is a big hoax. I have zero tolerance for that. So if that's where you're coming from, you're going to have a hard day. And please don't ask me any questions, because I'm going to embarrass you. Because you're stupid. And only a fool would believe it. Now, I think the confusion is, people are saying we came first, and we did, to all these other places, but we didn't originate there. You can't be a first arrival and indigenous at the same. You can't be one. It's got to be one or the other. We originated in Africa, and everywhere else we went to after that. Sometimes on our own, voluntarily, and other times because we were taken there. I repeat, humanity is indigenous to only one place, and that's Africa. And no matter how you feel, or what you believe, or what you think, or what spin you want to give, doesn't change that. It's rooted in an anti-African bias, because we are taught that to be African is the worst thing in the world. And also, who wants to identify with the humiliation and degradation of enslavement? And so we develop a fantasy that says, kind of like Donald Trump, it didn't happen. It's not real. I don't have any evidence for it, but that's just the way it is. Don't be that way. Don't close your mind or close your ears for fear that a new idea might creep in. And if it makes you feel better, because this helps me, if you want to deal with enslavement, and you got to deal with it, deal with the resistance to enslavement. I don't want to minimize the suffering of our ancestors, but Africans fought back on every level. And that I can take pride in. Malcolm X used to say, cotton picking don't move me. But the African who rebelled, who burnt the plantation down, who ran away, who plotted to burn the house of the master with the master and the master's family in it, that's motivating. That I can get with, okay? I don't want to have the perspective that I come from people who just rolled over and accepted oppression. That's not us. But we come from Africa, and we must get clear on Africa. Once we get comfortable with Africa, everything else falls into place. You can't hate the roots of a tree without hating the fruits of the tree. So we gotta get comfortable with who we are and what we've done. And we have to tell our story from our perspective, without stuttering, without stammering, without whispering, without apologizing to anybody. We are a great and mighty people. And we have a great and mighty history. And we have a great and mighty future. All right?